What's going on, guys? It's Brandon again, and today I'm bringing you a new video. This is going to be part 2 to the part 1 video I had yesterday, and this one's going to be kind of going over the matchmaking, since Gaijin released a changelog for the matchmaking today and how it works. Now, I was in some games earlier and I noticed people were still getting angry at the matchmaking, and I can honestly see why. But I went back and I looked at it, and what they're saying in the log makes sense. You got to kind of read through it a couple times to kind of get a feel for what they're saying, but it makes sense, but I don't feel it really correlates well into the actual game. I see what they're trying to do. They're trying to arrange planes in their actual manufacturing date in kind of that order and get that kind of jazz going for them. But honestly, I don't see it working out all that well right now. I mean, I guess you can tell people to suck it up and play well, but I guess it is kind of unfair for under-tiered planes, but I'm not really all that butthurt about it, I guess, but I don't know. I find it's okay the way it is, but I'm just kind of, you just got to kind of get used to it, I guess. But anyway, guys, let's just kind of jump into this, and I'll give you a rundown of it. I'll give you lay terms about how it works. So basically, what they're saying in this changelog of the matchmaking is you're going to have your basic 5 tiers, of course. Now, they have 3 factors into this, but I'm only seeing 1 factor that's going to play a major role. And of course, that is the 1 through 5 system. Kind of like the 1 through 20, but this one's kind of revised. It just kind of smashes it down. Honestly, I think they just did it so higher tier players can find games a lot easier. But to begin with, we're going to start with this. I'm going to kind of give you a rundown of how it works. So you have your 1 through 5 system, right? So say if you're searching tier 1, you're searching, say you have an SBD Dauntless, right? So you have your SBD Dauntless and you're searching, you have a chance of getting paired with tier 2 as well. So you're flying tier 1, you also have a chance of getting paired with tier 2 planes. Now obviously this is probably going to happen. Okay, you're probably going to get placed with tier 2 planes. Okay, so now moving on to tier 2. If you're flying tier 2 planes, then you have a possibility of getting paired with tier 1 and tier 3 planes, okay? So basically what they're trying to do is kind of smash the planes together in certain tiers. So moving on to tier 3, you have a possibility of getting tiered with placed with tier 2 planes as well as tier 4. It's a possibility of getting placed with tier 4. And I see this really possibly happening. They're saying it's a possibility, but obviously you are going to get placed with them. Now moving on to tier 4, you're going to get possibly placed with tier 3, that's most likely, and you're possibly going to get placed with tier 5. Now this is what I was kind of ranting about yesterday, that you're going to have the B-24s getting placed in with, like, say freaking MiGs, and it's going to turn into one big clusterfuck, and excuse my language, but that's just the way it's going to go. But anyway, moving on to what tier was I on? Tier 5, you're going to get placed with tier 4, possibly, which is probably going to happen, of course. Now, that's the way that they have it laid out. And then you also got to take battle rating into context. Now, we'll just take a look at the FADC shooting star here. If you look right underneath the rank, it has a rank 5. Right underneath that, it has a battle rating of 7.0. Now, 7.0 means that you're going to get paired with planes around this mark. So let's take a look at the Bearcat here. Bearcat has a battle rating of 6.3. Shooting Star has a battle rating of 7.0. So you're what, 7, 8, 9, 10, you're 0.7 off from getting paired with the Shooting Star. Now, that's apparently some pretty good possibilities coming from Gaijin. Now, let's take a look at a bomber, B-24D Liberator. B-24D Liberator has a battle rating of 6.0. 6.0 to 7.0. You're 1.0 off, so I'm guessing that's a pretty significant reach as opposed to, say, a B-17 right here. Now, that's a pretty big gap if you ask me for a bomber. 4.7 for a B-17E Flying Fortress, which basically is almost the same as a B-17G and a B-24D Liberator. Now, B-24D and B-17 I pairs pretty close flight modeled planes. I've flown these quite extensively. Now, people are going to argue that, of course, but that's just the way I feel about it. Let's go over here and take a look at the Germans really quick. Now, let's see here. Battle rating 6.3, so TA152, let's just take a look, with a B24. That's pretty close battle rating. I'm okay with that, though. That's historically accurate. But let me see, 6.7 for an HE paired with Focke-Wulf 190s. That's 6.7 to 6.0 for Focke-Wulfs. That's pretty interesting. I don't know. This is something that you guys can go and run through and try to pick your planes as you choose, but I'm just seeing a whole bunch of different planes here that have some strange battle ratings. But anyway, guys, I hope I could clear some of that up for you as opposed to how the matchmaking is going to work. And also they have some other battle efficiency, which supposedly matters about how well you fly in games, but I really don't think that matters. I think it's just they're just really basing hardcore off of the 1 through 5 rating. And over to like realistic battles, the battle rating can differ apparently in this. Let me see, realistic 6.3 for that. And 6.3, okay, I'm not seeing a difference in that. What they said, apparently there's going to be some differences between realistic and arcade battles, which realistic was historical. But anyway, guys, I hope I could clear some of this up for you. Some of this mixed jazz that everyone's getting, this feeling, and people are raging about it. And I know that the matchmaking it's kind of iffy at the moment. You can argue both ways with it, but I hope you guys enjoyed this video and everything like that. So leave your thoughts down in the comments about what you think, and I hope you enjoyed. But anyway, guys, my name is Brandon, and hope you enjoyed this video, and hope you had a nice day.